Use of ICT in the language classroom. Talking about the use of ICT in the language classroom, I must say that it is a great development in education, but as every advance, it has its negative and positive aspects. Those aspects will be the ones I will try to list in this video. Before beginning with the list, I will first make a couple of questions that always make me think about this matter. Will online learning replace the traditional coursebook-driven courses? Or will computer never replace the classroom learning? After this, I ask myself, where are we now? I have read many articles about this topic, and the answer is that it depends on where we are, where we live. In some places, we can only find a classroom with only a computer on it. In other places, there must be a computer laboratory, and at the top end of the scale, there must be a school with a set of 2000s. In this case, the teacher will also have the room wired up with a digital projector and an electronic alternative to the whiteboard. Done this brief introduction, I will start listing the negative and positive aspects of the use of ICT in the language classroom. This list will be divided into 5 groups. The first 4 groups are related to the negative aspects, and the 5th group will be the one that talks about the positive aspects. The first group is about the problems that the use of ICT can cause into the teachers. Firstly, it can affect to the teacher confidence. This way, students can challenge their teacher authority. Secondly, it can appear a lack of methodology caused by the insecurity of teachers on how to integrate computers in the language classroom, and there could be an overemphasis on activity and underemphasis on language input and analysis. Thirdly, an media overload could happen. Some teachers suggest that teaching was more effective when there was fewer technology around us. Finally, computer time versus teacher time. This means that English lessons are limited, and sometimes it seems unreasonable to spend those hours in a computer room. The second group, we have the problems that the ICT use could produce. The most important problem in this case is related to their perceptions. This means that they should be trained that knowing more about computers doesn't mean they know more than the teacher about English. The third group talks about problems of technology. This is more about technical infrastructure. In this case, the network is fragile, and this can cause problems, leaving teachers embarrassed and lost, without knowing what to do next. And also quality of products, that second-rate materials which are inappropriate and with little methodological support. Giving an end to the negative aspects, we can talk about the problems for administrators. Those problems could be: coordination inside the organization can lead to misunderstandings. Management perceptions, internet and CD-ROM are not cheap replacements for teachers. Cost is another big problem, as schools find it expensive to keep up with developments. Speed on change is another problem, as equipment goes out of date so quickly. Finally, we have ethical issues, which means that some students download inappropriate material into a school network, causing bigger problems on it. Now, after explaining the negative aspects, let's talk about the positive aspects of the use of ICT, and here it is the 5th and last group. The use of ICT fosters independent learning, but students still need to be taught by how to retrieve information effectively and how to organize their study time. It leads to international communication, providing students with language practice. There is a great variety, as computers provide a new technical tool. Technology is here with us and is part of our students' experience. That is why the more media we use, the wider we spread the net and more learning styles we catch. The immediacy, as the internet is up to the minute. Empowerment. This means computers are tools or empowerments, and computers will also be available for everyone, giving access to knowledge in a way they have never had before. Linguistic terms, because computers are generating new English or new uses of words such as download or scroll. It creates motivation. Students are likely to accept the use of computers in class only if teachers have clear aims and learning outcomes. It leads with creativity, as computers enable students to be creative by designing websites or own projects. It gives information, because computers provide teachers with a source of up-to-date information. Finally, flexibility, because computers are a gateway to true multimedia. This means that teachers could have different students working in different areas all together in the same class. As a final conclusion, I can say that the use of ICT in English language classroom could provide students and teachers many positive aspects on their learning-teaching process that minimize the negative aspects these tools could have. That's all. Thank you.